everybody, welcome to the Granite Belt and High Country Escape second spotlight on our cover story. Today we're at Granite Belt Gourmet Truffle Discovery Centre and Law Dogs, and I'm with Matthew Hibbert. Hi Matt.
G'day,
nice
welcome.
To see you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here today. Beautiful day here on the Granite Belt. And what do you offer here at Granite Belt Gourmet Truffle Discovery Centre and Law Dogs? Sounds like a few things.
We wear many hats, yeah. It's sort of three businesses in one.
Mm-hmm.
So we began as Law Dogs Australia doing the dog training and dog demonstration show for the public.
Yep.
That led to training truffle detection dogs for some of the local truffle farms, which then led to food production. So we are an interactive tourist attraction where people can come and learn about the truffle industry, possibly see the truffle dogs in action from time to time, and then we make really yummy condiments, mostly truffle infused, but also jams and chutneys under the Granite Belt Gourmet label.
Excellent. So yes, it's been an evolving business, I suppose you'd say.
It's been an interesting journey, yeah. We've been in the district for 13 years now, and so yeah, one's sort of grown into the other.
Yeah, that's great, and that's how many businesses go sometimes, don't they? So my next question was, how long have you been here? So you just said that, 13 years.
Yep,
Yeah,
another 14 will be a local.
Yes, you've got to have a local. You've got to have someone in the cemetery to be a local.
Something like that.
Yeah. So what's involved in actually growing the truffles, Matt? What do we do?
Yeah, the truffles grown in this region and the ones we see on cooking shows are the French Black Perigord winter truffle, and they need a really cold climate, a high pH soil. So they don't grow naturally here in Australia, which means commercial farms need an inoculated tree, a lot of soil preparation in those areas, and then about a 5 to 10 year wait once you plant the host tree. And then if you're really lucky, you might get truffles under about 1 in 10 trees. So it's a long process, it's high cost, it's low yield, hence the price tag. A truffle is about $3.50 a gram.
$3.50 a gram, and we whinge about $3.50 a kilo for bananas or apples or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but mind you, you only need a little bit of it to get the taste, don't you, when you're putting it on food?
Yeah, as a garnish, they're normally sliced or shaved on, so you only need a few grams to really put that flavour into the dishes.
The punch,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's lucky. At that price, yes, you wouldn't want to be going through a heap of them. So when is the actual truffle season? Like, do you harvest at a certain time of year?
Yeah, so they're in season June, July, so we need a few really cold frosts for them to ripen fully. So pretty much in Queensland it is June, July. Other states late May to early August or mid-August if they're lucky.
Yep.
And then that's when we take the dogs out to the local farms. They'll sniff around the trees and scratch to say, there's a truffle under there, now you go down and dig it up.
So you've got to dig the ground to the root to find the fruit.
Yeah, they grow in the soil amongst the roots of the tree, so it's quite a labour-intensive process.
So what happens if you don't get every truffle off every root during the season? What happens then?
If any are missed, they'll end up rotting and just stay in the soil, and that's not always the worst outcome because it's good to keep those cells in the soil for the following year.
Yep.
But generally the dogs will run through every 2 weeks throughout the season, so we'll try and make sure we're nailing all of them.
Yeah. So how do you know when the season's over? The dogs just lose
stop
interest?
finding them.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
Fair enough, yeah. Oh, great. So can any dog be a truffle dog?
Look, some
Certain
breeds
breed?
are better suited for detection than others. We tended to use German Shepherds here a lot, but now we have our rescue program, so a lot of dogs can come from rescues and pounds, or we've got our current Labrador, Lizzie, does a lot of that work.
Yeah.
But we'll assess 10 dogs and pick the best candidate, basically. So it really comes down to the individual dog, and if they're really suitable, sometimes we can train them in a couple of minutes.
Wow. Yeah, they're intelligent animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Matt. Here we are, Matt. We're in, what is this area called?
This is technically called the truffier. So this is the trees that are inoculated to grow the truffles.
Okay, and what sort of trees are they? We've got two different ones here.
Yeah, we have a mix of species. We've got English oaks as well as hazelnuts. If the truffles fail, we might get hazels above ground.
Well, there you go. So are they sort of the only two varieties of trees that can grow truffles?
Look, they're the only two we have here at our property. Around the Granite Belt though, there are people using French oak and American oaks as well, but we tend to find the oak species do much better in terms of truffle yields than the hazelnuts do.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't realise we grew hazelnut trees in the Granite Belt, so there you go, you learn a new thing. So the trees continue to grow, and I suspect their root system does too, so
Yeah.
Do the truffles follow the roots, or do they just sort of stay where they were inoculated?
Honestly, it depends on how much rainfall we've had. So these trees are only 7 years old and we've come through a bad drought, so they're not the biggest trees yet. We're not actually producing truffles here, so our main role is still the dogs that go out to the more established farms around town. But we do find truffles can grow up to 2 or 3 metres from the tree, so it can be right out there in the soil on heavy rainfall years like we've had recently. So this winter we were finding them quite close to the trunks of the trees, which was very convenient.
Yeah, so do you want a wet season for your truffles, or do you want a dry season? What's better?
Bit of both, so no one's ever happy. Are we ever happy
Typical
in farming?
farmer,
Yeah. Look, they love autumn rain, so that softens the soil, lets them grow and move around, but they need a free draining soil, and that's where it gets a bit complicated because you do want plenty of rain during autumn and winter and keep those really moist conditions, but you don't want them being overwatered, so there is a sweet point.
They'll rot, won't they? if
Can
they're
do,
too wet.
yeah, and they won't ripen fully.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. So the other truffles that you harvest are from a different farm, not these are just sort of a demonstration.
This is just one of the free access places for the public to come and see the trees. We do offer tours in winter though, where people can come with us with the dogs and come to the established farms, and they can actually see that process where they dig the truffles up.
Right. So you said these trees are 7 years old, so are they producing fruit?
Not as yet. We'd
Not
like
yet?
them to be. We'd have a lot more money if they were. But it can take 5 to 10 years or longer. Some of our clients were year 11 before they saw a truffle, so it is a long process.
Yeah, you've got to be very patient, haven't you?
Very much so.
So just getting away from the truffles, you've also got Granite Belt Gourmet, the products. What sort of products, you did touch on them before, but what sort of products are available?
The biggest problem with truffles in season during winter is it's a very short window of opportunity. They are expensive, and when they come out of the ground they can go mouldy within 2 or 3 weeks. So by infusing them into condiments like truffle oils, aiolis and mustards and butters, it just preserves it for a longer period, and then we can enjoy that flavour in the pantry or fridge all year round. Not everyone likes truffles, so we then expanded quite quickly into a full range of gourmet condiments that are non-truffles. So we also do a lot of jams and chutneys and sauces as well.
Yeah, so do you have tastings if people aren't sure if they're going to like something?
Yeah, that's a big part of our experience. So as a tourist attraction, we want people learning and coming and seeing how truffles grow and what our part in the industry is. But exactly, free tastings is our biggest thing. So it's free entry to come here. You can come and try any number of products and see if truffles are to your palate and find a jam or chutney that you like.
Yeah. So you're not going to make a truffle beer or anything like that?
We have looked into a few things, yeah. So one of the big things with our business is we cooperate with other kitchens and other businesses. So someone with an alcohol licence, we could just be working on the aperitif or something.
Yeah, a gin maybe, or a vodka.
Quite possible.
Interesting.
So we specialise in our truffle range there under the Granite Belt Gourmet brand, but we also buy products in from other truffle regions around Australia. So we do stock stuff from Perth and Sydney as well as Italy and the UK. So we're kind of a one-stop shop all under one roof. And then we have our other things we buy in from around southeast Queensland as well, so we try and support other brands as well, and we do stock other things like Lyra Vinegar and Bramble Patch. In the fridge we keep our cold stuff, so we have cheeses and butters and things as well, and then our non-truffle range, which is really popular. So, and there's me on TV, look at that. So yeah, we then have jams and chutneys as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Truffle triple cream brie, very popular with a glass of wine at night. And truffle butter, lovely on steak or a bit of asparagus.
Yum.
And then the non-truffle range, so jams and chutneys, balsamics, lots of things we designed to be around cheese boards because the Granite Belt is a renowned wine area, but also charcuteries and that sort of thing. And then we have other information about truffles for people to learn about, and we offer free tastings. And I reckon with the Apple and Grape Festival coming up, you need to try a brand new apple and grape jam. How about
Yes,
that?
definitely. Definitely.
This one is very nice with cheese or just on toast. There you go.
Yum.
A winner.
That's good.
We might need to make more of that.
Definitely. Can I try banana rum? Because I like rum and banana.
Are you over 18?
Yes, I am over 80.
This one is also a bit different and unique, really nice over desserts or cakes. And this is what we're all about, enjoying the experience, really tasting the products, meeting the people behind the products and the dogs.
That is good.
And then that moment right there.
Yum. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Mark wouldn't like that because he doesn't like banana.
That's a shame, you don't have to share it.
No. So with your law dogs, the trained dogs, Matt, where do they go once you've trained them?
So we supply to the private sector mostly, so security guards, security companies, but private people with home businesses were also a big one, and fly-in, fly-out workers. So for a lot of people, if someone's going to work on the mine site for 10 days on, 10 days off, and then they want a dog at home, it was a bit more protection than an average pet. But we supplied a lot of sniffer dogs as well as protection dogs to security companies.
Very important animals, by the sound of it.
Yeah, very important job.
Yeah, and what sort of dogs for them? Just
Mostly German Shepherds, so we were breeding a lot of German Shepherds and we would sell a lot of puppies as well, but we also trained a lot of Rottweilers, Dobermans as well.
all the scary dogs.
All the bigger breeds.
Yeah, so my Maltese poodle at home probably wouldn't cut it.
More of an entree kind of,
Yeah.
not quite scary though.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
It's all about deterrence.
Excellent. So what days, just as the business as a whole, what days are you open?
So this venue's open Wednesdays and weekends throughout the year, all year round. Even if it's not truffle season, you can still come and see the trees and see what's happening and taste the products. During school holidays, we open every day where we can. And as I said, sometimes on select days, we advertise those dog demos as well. And they're the real good value days to come on because, again, that's all free entry. Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, that sounds terrific. Well, everyone, you've just seen that Granite Belt Gourmet Truffle Discovery Centre and Law Dogs have a lot to offer. If you're not really sure what day demonstrations are on or when they might be, if you can pre-book, give Matt a call at the Truffle Discovery, go to their website and send him an email, get in touch. But thanks very much today, Matt.
Thanks for coming.
It's been really good, and I've certainly learned a lot, and I'm sure all of our readers have too.